Welcome back, everyone. I have a belly full of mozzarella sticks and a freshly poured cup of coffee. I'm ready. I'm ready to see what more Limsa has to offer. Let's allow this game to load up. See if we can do a quick recap. So far, we've started the game as a gladiator. Being a gladiator has us begin at the Colosseum for our class quests in Uldal. So far, Uldal has reminded us greatly of most of the ancient Roman style empires. You could even say the Ottoman empires of old. Everything is run by the syndicate. We have a sultana, a figurehead as a leader. And in all but name, she runs the place, but she does not. She is simply just there for looks. It keeps the royals happy and appeased because they are loyalists. So we have a sultana supposedly running the show in Uldal, which allows the royals to believe that she has power and influence. She does have a little bit. She is held up by a man named Ruban, literally and figuratively held up by a man named Ruban. He appears to be a general, either in her army or forces. Pretty strong dude. Behind the scenes, though, is a syndicate running the whole show. The syndicate is led by a man named Lolorito. He seems to be absolutely cutthroat when it comes to running the show. He's got the group by the brass blades underneath his thumb. Not hesitating to kill any of them, to be perfectly honest, but also use them for his own devices. Anybody who tries to stand against him is met with opposition pretty much immediately. Our buddy at Uldal, our go-to contact is before we get into the go-to contact, thus far most of the people that we've met along the way in Uldal, as long as they either are in everybody's business, they either know what everybody's doing, or they would like to use your name for fortune and favor, hopefully gain power, money, or respect of their own. So it's a pretty gangster society. Reminds me definitely of Rome and the like, ancient Rome. Like I said, I just had mozzarella sticks. I know a little Italian or two. In fact, I was raised by one. Somewhat. Let's see. What else do we have? Oh yes, the go-to lady, Mamodi. She is running the place called the Quicksands, so very telling of her position. She is basically stuck in the muck and the mire of that city-state. She is stuck in the quicksand. So she does what she can, but she is also only out for herself, trying to make sure that that she's kept afloat while she does what she can to help others. We've met some colorful characters in Uldal. There's a few guilds that apparently are taking advantage of the situation. There's a Thaumaturge's guild that seem like they're doing black magic and black arts. They have no problem killing and getting blood so that they can learn things very indicative to science and technology, in which we will happily kill an animal to get its blood or other things and try to understand a little bit more about the dark arts and magic, so to speak. We've got refugees in Uldal that are just in the alleyways, so the whole place, you're warned right away, is full of basically thieves and murderers, people who will swindle you. We've got refugees in the alleyways that are having research drugs tested on them. Research chemicals, as I like to call them, from the who the hell sung that song anyways? Research chemicals. Look it up. It's a great song. Lots of fun. Ridiculous. Yeah, so we got that happening in the back alleys. They're getting tested on. We have the residents of Uldal not able to purchase land in Uldal in the recently opened residential area. In fact, that land is only open to outside foreigners. And in fact, that's a common thing in Uldal. Some of the outskirt areas that used to be fishing villages or towns are being shaken down, as they say, trying to get the residents kicked out so that that land can be purchased by wealthy owners. It'll just be torn down. They have a giant hammer outside that's basically destroying their land in order to create foundation for new, rich and wealthy, powerful people. So that's our opening city, Uldal, when you start with a gladiator type. Let's see, what else happened in Uldal? I think that pretty much sums it up. There's thugs, there's thuggery. I call it gangster business. Gangster business happening down there. So that was our introduction to the game. We somehow made it out alive. There's a whole lot of sadness happening in there. I don't know how I made it. I was disgusted by some of the things that I had to read and witness. Oh yeah, the Gladiators Guild has a guy. Seems like he's the outcast gladiator, the one we thought was dead. He has a very powerful sword, apparently. There was a pair of swords. He only has one of them. He has a very powerful sword, and he's kind of a jackass. He seems like he is a guy that just takes. He has no problem drugging drinks, if I remember reading correctly. I believe he drugs drinks. He swindles. He tries to do nasty things. with people. So that's Uldal in a nutshell. What an amazing place. That's where we started. We're finally out of there. We learned how to do a little bit of magic with our clothing by picking up a craft. We decided to go with weaving. Weaver guy was a little judgy too, but he came around in the end. There were some decent people in Uldal, some that were just trying to live and survive. There was a little married couple that was having a spout, and I think we helped them out. Let's see, who else was there? There was yeah, I don't have much good to say about the Uldalians thus far. There was a lovely cat girl who was trying to get high class status by learning a new dance. The dance master, of course, refused to teach her. Basically insulted her to her face, and then insulted me. I still picked up his dance anyways, and was so impressive with my dancing that the cat girl decided she did not want to learn his fancy ways, but rather she wanted to be an adventurer like me. So we've at least inspired one person. In fact, we were so inspirational helping out people and protecting the town business. Oh yeah, everybody's on the take there. While we were outside of town, we learned that everybody's on the take. Everybody's skimming off the top. So much so that they can barely maintain what appears to be commerce. And yet, because they're a mining type town, they have no problem displacing pretty much anybody and everybody to get more shinies for themselves so that they can continue to be rich and powerful. Let's see, there was beastmen. That's right, beastmen and other types that used to be allowed in the town, used to do trade in there and all that, are now no longer. So they've been banned. So not only have we used to deal with beastmen, but they now are kicked out and treated like just riffraff, easily thwarted and killed. Everybody's on the take, and that's Uldal. We somehow made it out of there. Oh, we that's right. We were lauded. We were praised as being fantastic, as reminding them of the 12, who, by the way, they don't remember. They don't remember any of them. I don't know who the fuck the 12 are, but they do remember that the 12 helped them once upon a dream. So we are reminding them that we are like that. We are helpful. Maybe Uldal will come around eventually. In fact, we helped them so much that they decided to throw a little banquet in our honor. They gave us some props, and said we're going to be the envoy. We're going to try to get everybody to work together, and hopefully save their fair city once again. Supposedly fair city. Hopefully we can help them get rid of this syndicate business, clean up their town, maybe give the people something to hope for other than rags to riches stories, because it doesn't seem like that goes very well for them. So we left town. We went to Limsa, Lominsa on our way. Oh yeah. Before I get into that, there's a bad guy. There's a bad guy in robes, and he has a mask on. I suspect that he's somehow tied to the whole bad guy business, maybe the syndicate. There's this other guy, Thancred, that keeps following us around. He always seems to show up around the same time the bad guy shows up. So seems like there's some double agent stuff going on there. Some bad business, so to speak. We know that they have bad business practices. So very, very reminder of many of the towns, cities, states, and countries our current world boasts, where there is a man in power or a woman in power and some type of black market dealings happening all around them, where the actual people in power are some type of syndicate some type of mining company, and they're the ones actually pulling the strings on everything. The people in power are really just for show, trying to keep everybody loyal, trying to keep everybody safe, supposedly. Meanwhile, on the streets, it seems like nobody can keep anybody safe unless they deal specifically with the black market gangster dealings happening behind the scenes. I think I got most of Uldal. I think that's about it. On our way to Lominsa, in order to see if we can create some type of treaty. In fact, we're inviting them to a memorial, a memory of the 12. It's been about 5 years since it happened. We saw what happened in a dream. What appeared to happen was all three, I believe, places were working together. We had Roban, a big tough guy. We had Admiral Merlwib, a blowfish, something or another. She was quick to make decisions and get people moving, but she is a little flip-floppy, a little wishy-washy. And then we had some little horned kid, I forgot her name, something Sama, Kenny Sana, something like that. Anyways, we had a little horned girl. She seemed like she was very calm, patient, and kind of ran the show a bit. So I'm sure we'll get to see her soon. As you can see, we might be going to her home base next. We need to go to the airship landing, so we might be heading her way. Let's see. So we saw a calamity. What has happened is these Garlean forces, these bad guys that want all of Eorzea to be under their rule because they feel like it's being mismanaged currently. So they want to have it all under their rule instead. They believe that they're going to be able to manage it correctly because they believe everybody is ignorant. And if only they were in power, then, that'd fix them all. We did learn early on that Garleans tend to not keep their promises and that they are always plotting something. So as we learned about the Garleans a bit, we discovered that they are also a house divided. That they appear to be going against their own empire's wishes. Their empire, their emperor, has plans of some sort, and we have a group of people, I think 5 total, masked men-ish, some type of group of Garleans, about 5 total in a whole brigade. They seem to be currently trying to plot something else. What they were plotting 5 years ago, though, was to pull the moon out of the sky, throw it to the earth, and cause a calamity so vast that it would, I would assume, destroy some stuff and allow them to gain total control. So we did learn that there is some crossover there with reality. The moon was created by being split in half, and half of that being part of the Earth, and the rest of it being the moon. That was the ancient scientific knowledge that has come to us recently as we learn science and technology. In this story, however, a dragon came out of the moon and caused destruction. Caused destruction so great that I believe everybody was saved, it seemed like. They somehow stopped the dragon. The Garleans obviously were unsuccessful. During this whole process, this whole calamitous process, we did see the hooded figure. We saw 2 of them. 2 hooded figures. The bad guys, quote unquote. As well as the Garleans. They're obviously the bad guys too, but they were not the hooded figures. So the hooded figures, which remind us of the Thaumaturges Guild, to be perfectly honest, of the mages. They seem kind of magical. They are trying to find crystals and attach souls to crystals. They're able to bring rock people alive. They're able to summon dragons, some small dragons from the void. So suddenly, this big dragon comes out of the moon, causes some disasters, and yeah, and all that happened. So somehow the calamity was kind of stopped, but not. And everybody forgot the walls. There was this guy named Louis Schwa that we have yet to meet, but he seems like he does stuff, because Thancred talked about him once. Thancred got a symbol on his lapel, and he walks around with this little thing on his shoulder. He seems to be involved with these hooded figures, these Asians. We saw 2 hooded figures on the Calamity Day, and then we killed one of them. But it was with Thancred. Every other time we've met one of them, Thancred shows up right afterwards. This time, he showed up during the battle, and he kind of helped support us in ending one of them. So, he's a little sus. I'm not entirely sure with Thancred. Let's see, did we get most of that? I think we got most of that. I see some overlap with, obviously, all of the population of Earth, the people of Earth, trying to fight off perhaps World War I, World War II, trying to stop these purist-type mindsets from believing that they could take over the entire planet. The Garleans tend to put out this concept of purist mindset, very indicative to the classic World War I and World War II Nazisms that we know of in reality here. So I believe that's the tie-in to the story there. And we know that that we did cause quite a calamity around World War II-ish, in which one could say a meteor was almost pulled from the sky and then dropped in a calamitous way. So we see a lot of carryover so far of the state of the world and how it came to be, with conquest and power, with states and nations being run in the shadows by gangs and other groups, the wonderful Holy Roman Empire and the like. So far, a lot of carryover. We made it to Limsa, however. We made it to Limsa. This appears to be a fishing town, a pirate town, you could even say. I'm seeing a lot of pirate-type themes here, and surprisingly, not too many issues. The one group that is seemingly a bad group, I forget what they were called. I just talked to them earlier today. What were they? You know what? Doesn't matter. They seemed like they were the bad guys. They had some stuff stolen. Nobody wanted to say who they were working for, and yet they were actually pretty good. We did a dance-off battle. They had a dance battle. They were very respectful of each other as they talked, much opposite to Uldal, who everybody there seems to be assholes. But here, so far, everybody's been really nice, really pleasant, really sweet. In Limsa, they have been very respectful of each other, even when they're trash talking. They're doing it in a kind and considerate way. They're giving cookies and ginger snaps and walnut breads to each other when they help each other out. As soon as it was discovered that somebody didn't follow the rules of paying on time, they're immediately dealt with, even by their own boss, even by the group that appears to be the bad group in this city. Otherwise, everybody's on the up and up. So even the bad guys here are on the up and up and trying to be good and right. and everyone else is like paying their taxes and doing their duty fees and everything. So so far, limsa seems to be like a very respectable code, and I would liken them to the pirates of old, where there was a bit of a code that they abided by and that they kept to, and they really held people to that code. And so let's see what kind of trouble we can get up to. I think that's enough of a recap about what we've learned thus far. Let's go see what kind of trouble we can get up to. Let's talk to Sissy Poo. See what they're up to. Hey, Sissy Poo. We're going back in the water. Now, mind you, look at my level here. This is like level 1, level 2, level 3 quests. These are all low level quests. This is just an introduction to this world, Eorzea. And we're already just tying together so many knots of Eorzea and the real world around us, how they interact, what the expectations are for certain areas and zones, and how they remind us of perhaps your nation, perhaps my nation, and everyone else's. So we're gonna talk to Sissy Poo of the Fisherman's Guild. They want to order a new fishing boat. Awesome. Let's go buy Sissy Poo a boat. The calamity really knocked the wind out of the fishing industry's sails, but fisher folk are starting to return to the seas once more. It's past time I did the same. Nice. Look at that. They're getting back out there. We had a group in Uldal where we helped the father out. We fixed his compass. We got him lures, but all the means by killing, by the way. And he still would go fishing. It actually took a little girl getting threatened for the whole village to be wiped out before he decided to man up and try to help out there. So Sissy Poo here is ready to just jump right back in the water. Before I can put out to sea again, I need to have a new boat built. Our guild has always commissioned. I'll quit. Excuse me, I'm still drinking my my coffee, so I might be a little slow with pronunciations. Nordique. There we go. And Vimelis for its crafts, but they are beastly busy these days. I bet they are, Sissy Poo. If you want for something to do, mayhap you could run over to the Armorers Guild and consult with the Forge Master, Limsa, in my stead. I would know how long we might expect to have to wait. Let's go find out, Sissy Poo. Let's go find out what the timetable is. What the timetables are. Where are we going? The Armorers Guild? Got a lot of quests to turn in, but why did I click on them? Sorry, Shining. Meant to click on this right here. Let's see, we need to go up there and handle that. Then we need to go up here and handle that. And I guess that's the upper decks we're going to. I don't think I've been there yet. The Aft Castle. Yeah, I haven't gotten any of that yet. Well, before we get to the upper decks, can I get to the upper decks from where I'm at right now? Let's see. Looks like we're just gonna go over here to Hawker's Alley. We're gonna handle that biz. Then we'll get back to that. We'll take care of that for you, Sissy Poo. No worries. No worries. We have some other people to finish helping. All these people we helped out recently, they were pretty nice. Everybody here was very, very pleasant. Very pleasant in Lominsa. Let's go clean up these quests. Where's my friend here? Wait a minute. Ah, there they are. Dodo-zan. There you are, and not a moment too soon. So this is a guy. We helped him. So he was trying to buy a box of ale for a group he didn't want to call out, but he called them out anyways. He told us who he was buying for. So they're apparently, you're not supposed to sell them stuff. They're the quote unquote underground of this area, the bad guys. But he bought him a box of ale anyways. The ale box got stolen, and it turns out they just took it early and forgot to pay. Now, as soon as they found that out, the boss stopped dancing. The fireworks stopped, And he was like, bro, youngin', you gotta pay up right now. We can't be doing that kind of stuff. You gotta be respectful. Straight up. So no black market dealings here so far. There you are, not a moment too soon. Did you find my ale? Yeah, it's exactly where it's supposed to be, and here's your payment. Money owed Dodazan by the bloody executioners. That's who they were. For the delivery of ale. Look at that, they paid up. It's good for what ails you. A little hip-hop group. The bloody executioners. They were pretty dope, to be honest. We did a rap battle. Pretty sweet. Huh. Well, that's the price I was to receive, but where did you get it? Turns out it was all just a misunderstanding. Oh, from the bloody, from the clients themselves? See, he's not even allowed to say the name. I see. Yes. There's always some blustery young fellow like that. Hasn't earned his swallows or stars yet, I'd wager. Exactly. So, you know, a kid just getting ahead of himself. That kid was wasted, by the way. He was already drunk, and he went to go get more drink, so he probably needs to slow down on his drinking. Cards, you say? Captain Monsket is kind to say so, I'm sure, but I hail from Uldal. Here's the issue right there. We trade with anyone if they've got gil to pay. Pirates, princes, they're all the same to me. Yeah, so I guess these other guys, like, they don't even get trade. Nobody wants to trade with them because they're the bloody executioners, I guess. But they're good dudes, so I don't see what they've done wrong quite yet. And if I know these particular pirates, and I do, they'll be wanting another cask soon to drink away this little fracas. Many thanks, adventurer. Look at that, and I get a dance. I get the step dance. Let's do our step dance real quick. Let's knock it out. Let's knock it out for Dodazan. Dodazan and the crew here. Oh look, it's Bob. It's local time Bob, 808. I love it. That was my old friend told me about Bob one day. I'll tell you that story if you ever ask about it. Let's find our remotes. Step dance. Here we go. Boom! Look at that. Look at that new dance we just learned. You know why they keep their hands on their sides there? So they don't have to grab for a drink. Because they weren't allowed to touch each other. They had to stay like an arm's length away. So they just stopped using their hands, and this way they could dance. Kind of reminds you of a merry step dance, yeah? Reminds you of a bunch of other civilizations. I think I knew a civilization in our world that uses that same dance. Anyways, let's get rocking on this shit. To the main aetheryte. Oh, there's a bump in town, by the way. There's always some people here. Always some people here. They're all over the place. Uldal, lots of people there too, in certain places. There's a couple of halls that pretty much nobody's at. It's like barren, empty. Around the Gladiators Guild, around most of the guilds, you'd see like one or two people. And then in the main aetheryte, you know, handful of people for sure. Limsa though seems to be kind of people most of the places you go so far. We got the. Wait, what's that song? Look at my way downtown. Isn't that the? I forget what that song is. Something about going downtown. Is that the Friends theme or something? No, that's not it. I want to say it's the Friends theme. Anyways, you've delivered the packages I requested. Very good. I shall pass on the sisters' sentiments. To my superior. I shall pass on. Jeez, learn how to read. I shall pass on the sisters' sentiments to my superior. Thank you. This young lady got helped out by the sisters, and she gave him cookies as thanks. Super duper nice peeps. What manner of services do the dutiful sisters provide? Continue your stay in Limsa Lominsa and you'll likely find out soon enough. In fact, if you're confident in your abilities and comfortable with the unconventional, you might wish to approach them yourself. I do like the unconventional. I do like them some sisters. Edelweiss. Wonderful, wonderful quote from a movie there. Alright, where else are we going? Now we need to get to the uppers. Let's get to those uppers. We're just gonna go up this way. Pardon all. There's some whawing happening over here. Wha wha. Wha wha. Adorable sounds of the locals. Ooh. Plahono. Plahono has a... What do you mean, wait? I see 3 open tables. Wait, is that Thancred? Thancred, are you being rude over here now? That's not his usual outfit, but that might be Thancred. He might be here harassing cat girls. Uldal has cat girls too. They are half naked and dancing most of the time. I think there was some other ones that were clothed, but most of them were half naked and dancing. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. A sheepish request. Plahono needs help replenishing the Bismarck's larders. Ah, might have to do a little task. Beg your pardons, good madam, but you are an adventurer, are you not? I am. I realize this is sudden, but we urgently need help restocking our larders. We are in the midst of preparing a full-course meal for soon-arriving guests, but I fear we are short on fresh lamb for the main course. Ooh, we having kebabs? I would be grateful if you could procure 4 slices for us. I dare say it would be quickest to obtain these directly from the source. Wild lambs. Ah, I need to go kill me some babies. I knew I was getting to kill something sooner or later. I need to kill some baby sheep. Nothing like killing baby sheep. That's a classic old-timey thing. I'm not really a big fan of killing in general, but whatever. When in Rome, or when in Limsa. In case you are unfamiliar with the creatures, I suggest you speak with Abulfar, a sentry stationed in Bulwark Hall, just below the Drowning Wench. It's a cute way to... That's adorable, honestly. The Drowning Wench. Alright, we got some shit to do there. So let's check this place out. We do not want to take on any extra guild jobs right now. Letitia, what's cracking up in this hole? Tax evaders among our patrons, you say? Oh, that's right, that's right. Some tax evaders, and immediately they're like, yo, take this paperwork to the bosses, to the people, and have them look out for the tax evaders. This is importers, people who import, and then they don't pay their duties on their imports. That's no good. Let's catch them. You know, that hurts the entire economy of this poor little fishing town. I dare say this may well put an end to their appetite, but this is in the best interests of the city-state. Exactly, exactly. If any of the merchants named in this ledger come to dine with us, I shall see that Melvan's gate is notified without delay. You know, don't go to a place and try to get everything for free. We are not taking ether. We have yet to use it. We are going to use potion. Oh, I guess I'm taking it both. Nice. Letitia, what else you got for me? You're just giving away stuff. 1,000 words. Oh, that's me, dude. Blah. Letitia needs someone to report Bill King Patron. We spare no effort to ensure that all our patrons enjoy the finest food and hospitality, and so it is doubly hurtful when someone decides to leave without settling the bill. Ooh, you had a dash and dine. You had a dash and dine. Don't dash and dine, people. That's not cool. I used to work at a restaurant. I used to manage a restaurant. That costs money. It's not really that much money, but it really hurts the people who work for the restaurant, because then they get no fucking money, and they depend on those tips. They really depend on those tips. Like, they be starving without their tips, so don't do that shit. Neria Belago, a first-time patron, did just that. Rushishimo is the one who lovingly prepared the man's meal. You know what I used to say? You know what I used to say? Would you serve that to your mother? To my kitchen staff. In fact, my original kitchen manager taught me that. Would you serve that to your mama? Would you serve it to your grandma? We put a lot of love in making people's meals. Don't just eat it and run away. She is quite upset by the whole affair and has taken it upon herself to draw an illustration of the offender. Might I trouble you to deliver it to the Yellow Jackets on our behalf? Nice. Nice. The lady actually drew up a picture of the bad guy. We're going to take it to the cops. It's awesome. Resheshmo should be done adding the finishing touches by now. I wonder what they look like. Let's go find out. Let's go find out who this dash and dine person is. Wait, oh, Resheshmo. Resheshmo, you're right up here. Next to this lovely dragon girl. Grrr. Aww. Resheshmo. They pissed. I poured my heart and soul into that grilled dodo. If I ever get my hands on that scoundrel, I'll grind his bones to make my bread. You know what? I totally get that. I totally get that. Let's eat him. Let's eat him. Here it is. My rendition of the criminal. Please deliver it to Godebert at the Coral Tower. He will know what to do. Let's do that. Let's help this lady out. Do not be stealing people's food. Oh wait, have I touched this shiny? Have I touched this thing? I haven't touched it. Very important to touch shiny things in this world. If you see a shiny thing, touch it. It's kind of what we do in our world too, but it's led to a lot of disaster. Here though, it doesn't. It just leads to us being able to teleport for free all over the place, which is pretty dope. Can we get to the... No, I guess we can't. How do we... Whoops, wrong button. Wrong button. Oh, yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. This is why I need coffee. You see that? Half-brain did without it. Meow. Morden? Morden, what's cracking? License to Reeve. Morden would like to make you a completely legal proposition. Uh-oh. Are we finally getting into the shady business? Are we finally getting into the shady? That seems a little... why would they say it like that? Seems a little suspicious. Oh, what's that kid doing over there? What are they doing? Trying to give him the eyeball. You're one for coin, venturer? How'd you fancy working for the Kraken's Arms? One of the greatest pirating crews in Limsa. Ah, pirates. Yes, I figured these were pirate guys. If you're interested, take yourself up these here steps to the balcony above and talk to Carvalian, our captain. Do right by him, and he'll do right by ye. I mean, that's the pirate's codes right there. Don't double cross a pirate, right? Where's the... up here? Ah, Carvalho. I need 16 bags of, oh, that's right. We were trying to catch the really bad guy in Uldal, the Gladiators Guild bad guy. And these guys, similar, some dusk white elves with lancers. We're all trying to kill him because, I mean, he's basically a rapist. That's what I got out of it all. So, rightly so in my opinion. I wonder if this guy's leading the charge on it. Find out. Greetings, friend, and welcome to the Seventh Sage. Purveyors of the finest spices from the East. Oh, we're spice traders. Spice pirates. All of our products are guaranteed, obtained through completely legal means. I mean, is that... Are we being sarcastic? I'm going to assume we're not being sarcastic. I'm going to assume that we're being honest. Even though legal is italicized and we're saying that we're doing legal stuff, when why would I assume otherwise? I would assume you were doing legal stuff. But maybe he just knows I'm from Uldal and that I believe everybody is on the take. I don't know. Oh, you do not seek spices, but employment? Well then, let us speak of how you might be of service to our organization. Our Misery returned from her latest voyage, bearing exotic spices never before seen in Eorzea. I've prepared 2 samplers, each of which I would have you deliver to certain individuals. The first is for Grenade, whom you will find at the Coral Tower. Good, we're going there. The second is for Master Lingsathe, the head chef of the Bismarck, and do make certain the right person gets the right set, of course, of course. Go now, and return here once you have accomplished the task. Alright. I mean, could be drug running. Could be totally legal stuff. He said he got it legally. Ain't no reason to doubt him, really. I would assume. Alright, where are we heading to now? This way? Wanna go back to the kitchen? We smell something burning? Back to the kitchen! Is that here? Yeah, here we go. What's up, bro? A new sample from the 7th stage? Alright, let's have a whiff of it then. Smell this. Smell this sack, sir. A set containing several exotic spices and instructions on how they can be used. Not something you would expect from the captain of a band of bloodthirsty pirates. Wow. It's just some exotic spices and, in fact, some recipes within the exotic spices. And he said he got them completely legally. I mean, I don't see anything wrong here yet. I think we're good. Ain't smelled nothing like that before. A note as came with it says it's a root. What grows in Orchard, like ginger root or whatever. Nice. Like literally just a root. You could dig that up out of the ground. Can't be illegal to dig up roots out of the ground, can it? That's like a potato. A potato is part of a root, isn't it? Last I heard, Orchard was under Imperial rule. How did 7Ls did? Imperial rule. How did Carvalan manage to get hold of this? So maybe that's the quote-unquote legality or lack thereof, is that if we are under Imperial rule, I believe that's the Empire, the bad guys, the Garleans. So they must be having to sneak in there, dig up some roots and spices. So maybe that's how they're doing some shady dealings, is that they're dealing with maybe some of the locals there that don't want to be part of Imperial rule. I give that a pass. I'm okay with that. Any road, I reckon I can cook up something fresh and new with it. Thanks for the delivery, friend. You're welcome, bro. You're welcome. All right, where else are we going? Let's go back to, let's see, we definitely touched that shiny. Let's go up here to the Marauders Guild. The name's Q-Tip, the Midnight Marauder. Give much respect to African Barbada. I am not an invalid, although I used to smoke the weed out. Whoa, I got a free company invite from Zane. We're not going to do free companies right now, Zane. Thank you for the invite. Not at this time. Not quite ready to do free companies. We did learn about them. We learned a little bit about free companies. Basically, you can go hang out with a bunch of dudes or chicks or whomever, basically a bunch of players, start up a company, 3 total players, start a company up, and then other adventurers like myself could join their company and you know, get all kinds of perks and all kinds of things like that. So we're going to decline for now. I'm not ready to join up with a whole bunch of groups yet. I don't even think I've run my first dungeon yet. So I'm not quite ready for free company business. We're still trying to decide where we should call home, I suppose. Trying to help all 3 of these places, and we found some shadiness in Uldal. We haven't been to the other place yet. We don't really fully know what's going on yet here. In Uldal also, I had a guy give me a couple of minions. You'll see that I have a minion here, Wind Up Shinryu. Very nice. So the actual players in Uldal, very considerate. One of them just walked right up to me and traded me 3 minions. I had just basically started the game, so that was pretty cool. It was very considerate. So it looks like the player base is all nice, but the questy guys, not so much. Junaid, what's up with you, girl? Welcome to the headquarters of the Yellow Jackets, the keepers of peace in limsa lominsa. Is there aught I can assist you with? Yes. Here's a picture. Oh no, here's some seeds. I'm sorry. Here's some sage samplers. Here's a sage sampler. A sample of spice, courtesy of the seventh sage, you say? There is no mistake. This is fire sand, and the kind used by the Garleans besides. Ah ha ha, yes. So that's where the illegality of it. I assume they have a no trading with the Garleans rule, because the Garleans are trying to literally take over the world. So there's probably a no trading with the Garleans rule, and we're getting around that. We're getting around that, it looks like. Quite intriguing. Here in America, there's a no trading with the Cubans rule for a while. I used to live close by. No trading with the Cubans rule, and yet, you could find a fucking Cuban cigar pretty consistently if you just asked the right people. Wonder how that happened. Wonder what kind of bullshit was going on there, where they were just like, yeah, rules for thee, not for me. Isn't that what the old thing is? Anyways, looks like these pirates are at least kind of getting around that a little bit. Maybe not trading directly with the Garleans. Maybe even going to get it themselves. Maybe they're just trading with the locals there. Quite intriguing. Very well. We will consider placing an order. Oh, you thought that you had brought me spice? I see you were not familiar with Carvalinisms. For the sake of convenience, he uses the word spice, quote unquote, to refer to literally anything he has procured on the high seas. That's pirate shit, so maybe he's just intercepting ships and then taking what he can find. That's pirate shit, definitely. Taken from the rich to give to the poorer. I'm okay with it. Lest you worry, the man isn't engaged in any activity that is considered piracy. Far from it. Think of him as a trader, a heavily armed one, who represents lominsan interests in eastern lands. All right. Sounds legit to me. Sounds like he's not a bad guy. I'm still okay with this. Lost and found. Grenade seeks to help with a growing problem in limsa, lominsa. An alarming number of citizens have gone missing as of late, though I suspect you've already heard the rumors. I have not. This is the first time I've heard of it. Holy shit, what do you mean? What do you mean I've gone missing? What do you mean? This is actually bad. It is essential that we ascertain their safety. To this end, I have prepared a list based on reports from our citizens. Would you be so kind as to deliver it to my colleague in Bulwark Hall? Nedelica is her name. My thanks in advance, friend. Well, here we go. This is a problem. People are going missing. That is a serious issue. I'm glad the police are having me get involved. A biker, a bilker at the Bismarck, and you have an artist's rendition of the man? Yes, find this guy. He is stealing food. He is a dash and dine character, and he has disrespected a poor cat girl. A drawing of a man? Question mark. Pieced together from descriptions given by eyewitnesses to his crimes most heinous. Oh no. Oh no. Uncertainty. What in the seven hells is this supposed to be? It looks more like the prow of a ship than a man's face. She's a cook, not an artist. Excuse me. It's a different art style. A cook, not a drawer. A cook is an artist in their own merit. Look, we would like nothing more than to bring the offender to justice. 'Tis our duty after all. However, we will need a little bit more to go on than this piece of art. What do you call a man with no arms and no legs hanging on the wall? It would be easiest for all involved if Rasheshmo were to come here and answer some questions. Please relate to her as much. You call him art. What do you call a man with no arms and no legs lying on the floor? Lathawa, do you know? You call him Matt. What do you call a man with no arms and no legs floating in the ocean? You call him Bob. All right, what else do we need to do? Culinarian's Guild? Let's go there. Ah, Rashishmo, homeboy said your art was terrible. Your food, though, I'm sure is delicious. Ah, so you've spoken with Gutterbert. Within the bell, the Yellow Jackets will have that swindling scoundrel locked in the dungeon cell and then I'll take my filleting knife and... I like this girl's sense of justice. How dare you steal food from me, she says. Huh? Gotterbird wants me to go to the Coral Tower for questioning? Yeah, dude, they have no idea what your picture looks like. You're gonna have to give them better information. This is why you leave drawing up to the drawing artists, and you leave cooking up to the cooking artists. You don't try to be the drawing artist when you're a cook. Unless, you know, you're really that good. But what more information does he want that my drawing doesn't already provide? Isn't a picture supposed to paint 1,000 words? Ah. Oh. Picture pages, come and get your picture pages. Come and get your crayons and your pencils. I take pictures sometimes. I am not very good at it. However, my wife, far better eye than me on setting up a picture. We could have the exact same pose, the exact same person. I could stand here and say, I'm gonna take a picture, and I could set it all up and be like, and then I could be like, yo, lady, come take a picture. And she could be like, and take a way better picture. Some people just got the eye for it, you know what I mean? The eye for it. And some people just don't. And some days are better than others. So a picture does paint 1,000 words. And in fact, that's why I have not bothered to write that fucking book that I should have written like right out of high school. Because, man, you have to write a lot when you could just, you know, take a picture and say so much more. In fact, everything's already been written. Literally, everything has already been written. I could learn just as much from this video game as I could from any book. Any fantasy you have ever come up with is all based on what you already know. And in fact, it takes a vision, right? Rub those temples, sir. It takes a vision to see something that somebody else has not seen yet. Very few have seen something that somebody else has not seen yet. I feel like I've seen something that others have not seen yet. I feel like I've shared it once or twice with a few people. It's a vision, similar to this. See this beautiful hill? See these trees? See those? Imagine the entire world. Remember the Garlean conversation we had earlier with the moon? The moon. They were trying to pull the moon down and smash it into the earth. They were trying to basically have the moon be consumed by the earth. And many, many, many have had that vision. However, I have had a different version of the vision. I have had a vision in which the entire earth has grown to such great expanse because it has been grown with actual plants instead of buildings, human-made buildings. Instead, it has plants that have grown so large that we can actually scrape the moon. And we start to whittle away at it until the entire Earth has consumed the moon, much like the Garleans believed they would do, except it has been done so in an actual, what's the word I'm looking for? I want to say economic way, but that's not really it. Sustainable way. an actual sustainable way such that the entire Earth is covered with greenery. The mountains that we mine, instead of just mining them for shinies and making Uldal prosperous while everybody around dies, instead we are mining mountains to move soil and land to infertile places, and then making them fertile. Yeah, so that they could also grow, so that there's no more deserts needed. And that way the entire globe can be surrounded by greenery and water. And then we consume the moon. And then the planet becomes a spaceship, because the core of the planet, which we know is molten lava, becomes hot enough, and we're capable of communicating with all the plants and animals such that we can move the land masses around, and the actual Earth becomes a teardrop-style spaceship. We can use the molten lava blasting out of the volcanoes in a way that propels it forward, and in fact, scraping the moon helps, because it will change our orbit, send us into a new orbital direction. I know, pretty crazy, huh? Pretty crazy. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you ever seen that one? Maybe I should write a book. Maybe I should just paint a picture of it. I asked an AI bot guy to do it. He did not make a very good Earth spaceship. There was a lot of metal still attached to it. It looks silly. Welcome back! It would seem both samples were rather well received. And this is in no small part due to our affable courier. 'Tis unfortunate, but notoriety accumulated over the course of years does not fade overnight. There are many still who are hesitant to do business with savage pirates. That's my government name. I love that name. You don't look so savage to me, sir. Seems like you're doing pretty good. Yet the old days of piracy have passed, indeed, giving way to a new wave. I love new wave music. It's fantastic. A new wave of opportunity. My crew and I have decided to embrace this wave. Bro, ride the wave, homie. That is the way to fucking do it. I love wavies. I love wavy gravy stuff. With the Admiral's blessings, we engage in the form of trade. Oh, wait. He has the Admiral's blessing. All is on the up and up. In a form of trade with Garlean ships, everything we do, you may rest assured, is within the law. Well, shit, man. They're allowed. They're allowed to be like, yo, bitch, give me all your shit. It's limsa law to say, fuck you guys. I'm assuming there's a little bit. It's a form of trade. I'm assuming there's some reaving happening there that's similar to that. Still. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. Where else are we going? Oh, excuse me. Drink this coffee. Have we had that yet? Have we touched that? I don't think we've touched that. Let's go touch that. And then I guess we're going to go down there. Wait, I can't enter that. It said no entry in some weird Elvish script. Isn't that funny how they use like some weird Elvish script similar to Elvish scripts? I also have seen, if we actually grow the planet that way, we might kind of be like elves a little bit. Kind of cool. Would be kind of dope, not gonna lie. Just waiting on everybody else to catch up with me on that one. Let's go, baby. The Drowning Wench, we've made it. We've made it to the Drowning Wench. Wait, where am I supposed to go? Oh, I need to touch that and then keep going. Are we supposed to do something else in the Drowning Wench? Didn't somebody tell us to? I guess we already did it. Must have already done it. I think there was a person right outside. Oh! There it is. There's the shiny. There's the thing I want to touch. I'm touching it. I'm touching it so hard. Oh yeah. Yeah, I touched it. Oh, is that all of them now? Yes. Yeah, see the gates are all open. I've opened the gates. Open the gates! I've touched them all. Excellent. Alright. Anyways, moving on. Moving on. I've got this thing to do and that thing to do. Wandering minstrel. Hello, wandering minstrel. Rising to the call. Oh, wait a minute. What is all this? What is this shiny? That's different. This quest is available for a limited time only. The wandering minstrel seeks an adventurer, both willing and able to help put the finishing touches to this year's rising celebrations. I'll accept. Greetings, friend. By your dauntless bearing, I assume you are an adventurer, and come at precisely the moment I find myself in need of an adventurer's aid. Might I beg yours? Oh, absolutely, sir. Absolutely. This handsome guy. My thanks. The matter is this. I have been approached by a lady named Ayoyo. Ayo? Ayoyo? Who wishes to imprint her own inimitable mark upon the skies rising above limsa, lominsa. I speak, of course, of the fireworks that illuminate these rising nights. I've noticed those. They're pretty awesome. Pretty awesome looking. Learning of my contribution to previous year's festivities, she has enlisted me to her cause. We already have the ear of the organizing committee. However, Lady Ayoyo has expressed a strong desire to consult with a storied adventurer before finalizing her proposal. Oh, superb. I am the beginning of a storied adventurer. Come to the Yellow Jackets guardhouse at the base of the Coral Tower, and I will introduce you. All right. I'll go. I'll head right there. Not immediately, but I'll get there. Whoops, wrong button again. I do need to go chat with that guy, and then I need to go over there. Let's go handle that. Hi, rising attendant. Okolkaya. There's a lot of cat girls up in this city. None of them seem to be dancing. There's some squatters. But they seem like they still have jobs. They seem like they're part of that whole crew. Soothing the savage siren. Oh, I love sirens. Well, not that much. Not that much. Okalkaya has advice for any adventurers heading to the missing member. Exactly. See what I'm saying? Careful with sirens. Because you could have a member go missing. I just found out recently, actually. My wife just told me recently that a young fool thought a bitch wouldn't. And she was like, really? And chopped his shit right the fuck off. I think, actually, it was a cop. It was a fucking cop trying to blackmail his wife. So he was like picking out hairs from her comb and from the shower and shit, and then leaving them in crime scenes to try to blackmail her for crime scenes. And so she found out, and she's like, bro, if you're gonna blackmail me for anything, nah, why don't I just do something? And she cut his fucking dick off, bro. Cut the dude's fucking dick off. And she's like, yeah, I did it. What's up? I guess when she got to prison, I think like 3 or 4 years she's gonna get, like hardly anything, you know, she's gonna get out pretty easy. They gave her a standing ovation. They're like, props, woman. Cause fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Actually, don't fuck that guy. You literally can't fuck that guy anymore because he has no dick. Watch out for sirens. You better not fuck them the wrong way. You better fuck them the right way. Or you might become a missing member. Anyways, let's do this quest. If you're looking for a place to wet your whistle, scrag, I'd advise you to turn tail and run. Aho. Captain Roshwens. In no mood to be entertaining customers this morning. Even when she was, she ain't particularly good at it. Dang, dude. Though, maybe dealing with a customer's the sort of shite what might shake her from her doldrums. I'll try and give her a good shake. I'll try to hook her up on kneeling. But if you mean to venture inside the missing member, You best remember to pay your proper respects to the captain, lest you ain't afraid of going missing. Kneeling afore her would be a good start. Let's give respects to this woman. Let's make sure we let her know, yo, we respect you. I'm gonna walk in slow, actually. Not gonna go too fast. I'm gonna kneel to this woman right here. Roshwen. Hroswen. And her friend Abroka. Abroka. Ah, I see. Abroka. That's a broken cat girl. She is, she's put a little too much makeup on her lips. She might have had a rough time. And Roswen ain't afraid to make you go missing. Let's kneel right away. Let's not question her. Let's hope that was enough. Oh ho! So she knows her place. Good. Hey, when a lady tells me to kneel, I look at my wife and say, is it alright if I kneel in front of that lady? If only the Krakens had the same sense of propriety. Bastards keep seizing every Garlean ship before we can take a crack at them. So there's a little bit of competition here. It sounds like a little bit of competition. 'Tis a sorry state of affairs when your crew's reduced to preying on the leavings of that mangy bunch of man boys. Yeah, this is important, actually. This is very important. So, the woman is always right. The woman always comes first. Make sure you write that down if you need to. The woman always comes first. In fact, make sure she can't come anymore before you go. Anyways, bunch o' man boys, me younger self would be right disappointed. Girl, I bet your younger self, your older self, and every single one of yourselves would be very disappointed when they leave you with nothing. To see how far we've fallen. Oh, I get it now. I get it. I am disappointed. I am disappointed. Look at how disappointed I am. I am falling on the ground crying. That's how disappointed I am. I'm quite upset with this situation. Humph. So you do know something. Owe me pain. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I do. But your sympathy ain't worth more than a pint of piss. She ain't fucking wrong. And I don't ever claim that it would be. I can only assume to know something. Oh, her pain. Of this woman here with her pain there. It's well and good we got the Admiral's permission to capture Garlean ships. But what's the use if you keep getting beat to your prey? Indeed, indeed. We built our reputation reeving right off the coast of Vilbrand, not sailing a dozen malms into the bleeding sea. The few Imperial dogs found in lominsa territory get snatched by krakens hunting in open waters. Yeah, that sucks. I rallied me crew's spirits when I said we were reviving the old ways, but after all our struggles, they seem resigned to letting those bastards have all the fun. Aw, your girls ain't wanting to party no more, are they? We gotta rally. We gotta show her a little rally. Let's throw her a little rally. Hey yo. Look at this girl. Go on. Go on. Go on. Give me the old what for? Give me the old 1-2. Huh? Trying to make light of my dilemma? No, 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 no. Don't push your luck, Scrag, or I'll gut you with a hook like a regular pirate. I don't doubt, girl. I don't doubt. I ain't trying. I'm just trying to get you excited. You know what I mean? Trying to get you and your girls excited again. That's what we're trying to do. Trying to get you and your girls excited to go out there and be who you are. You know? To get what's yours. Know what I mean? Wait! That's it? We're pirates! Gods damn it! So we should think like pirates. Bugger keeping lominsa waters safe. We'll raid supply shipments to the Garlean outposts along the coasts of Aldenard. Aldenard? That reminded me of like flowers for Algernon. Anyways. It's so bleeding simple. I don't know why I didn't think of this afore. Thank you for your unintended inspiration, Scrag. It's a funny word, Scrag. And hag. Y'all should look up those words, look up their meanings, look up their etymology even of the word hag. That's a big one, hag, scrag. To think I almost had ye fed to the sharks. With frickin' lasers, I bet. Well, that was somewhat informative. I bet you a few people might have learned something from that. How do I get out here? This way? Look at these chav squats and shit. I smells me a man. Where you been, lass? See, this, you can just read these bubbles right here and you'll know exactly what we're talking about in that room. Let's read them again. Let's make sure we get them all. Ladies, can I have a few more? The sirens don't have time for men unless they's warm in our beds. Like the axe? Why not take a step closer? The axe. What should you do with an axe? That causes a slip. Yeah. See what these girls are about? You get what these girls are about now? Why we sitting like this? You see any bleeding chairs? Bleeding chairs. You see any bleeding chairs? See any bleeding chairs? Wonder why they would need a chair for bleeding in. I wonder why they would need a bleeding chair. What's up? Let's get those again. Have a problem with that? Not a fucking problem at all, girl. Not a problem at all. Go ahead, you say however you want. We can give you a problem. I bet you fucking can, and I would take it. I would take your problem and do what I can with it. This is all you need to know about what we just talked about in there, about this quest. These gals tell you exactly what you need to know. They are so fucking fed up with men. They are so fed up with the bullshit. They are tired of not coming at all, or certainly coming in last with the efforts they put in. In all kinds of lives, not just, you know, not just the wink wink nudge nudge stuff, but everything. Everything. I gather your meeting with the captain went well. I could hear her cackling all the way out here. Oh yeah, yeah. I made her smile. Well, whatever you did, thank you for doing it. Last thing we needed was her going on another rampage. Ruining deck swabs and leaving us with less meat. Yeah, I wonder why she goes on a rampage. Probably ain't you know. Anyways, I think we got our point across here. Taint easy. Taint easy playing by the Admiral's rules. But if anyone can find a way, Captain Rahoshwen can. That's how you sue the savage siren. That's it. Talk to her. Respect her. Let her know you hear her pain. Help to soothe her pain. Make sure she gets hers, for fuck's sake. Make sure she gets hers. Anyways, where else did we need to go? Over here somewhere. Excuse me, Ivy, I have to scoot by you here. See what's going on in here. Hold on a second. Around the course. Look at all the cat girls. They're employed. They all have jobs. Not a single one was like half naked dancing that I found. Nanza. A new boat for the Fisherman's Guild? Oh yeah, I forgot all about this. I'm afraid now isn't the best time. I know, everybody's busy. You see, we have recently taken on a commission for a galleon. This task alone has all our hands full. Oh shit. They're very busy. A galleon. The Gaul. That might take eons. But look, I will see what I can do. The Fisherman's Guild has long been one of our best clients, and I would be loath to disappoint Sissipoo. It may yet take a while, but I shall endeavor to have her boat ready in a timely fashion. Still doing everything she could do. Still doing everything she could do. The Rats in the Wharf. Naza has a simple yet profitable task for an interested adventurer. You know what? Let's kill some rats. Why not? Fuck it. I'm a cat. Wait, I'm not a cat. You're a cat girl. I'm not a cat girl. You know what? I'll do it anyways. Are you in need of some trifling task to pass the time? Why the fuck not? Then I have just a job for you. Baderon is offering a reward to any adventurer who slays at least 5 wharf rats. There's no shortage of the pest lurking outside the Tempest Gate, so you should hurry and take advantage of this opportunity. I'll get to it. All in good time. All in good time. I will handle it all for you, young lady. Where am I going up here? I gotta get up there. I gotta get up to the Marauders Guild. Alright, where's the closest shiny? Right there? Let's get back up there. Let's get back up to that shiny. Let's hustle our butts. Is it this way? Yeah, it's this way. Sweet! I say sweet all the time, bro. You got my words. You got my words on you. I love it. Alright, let's get back up there. What's up? What's up, Marauders Guild? I need to speak with, wait. Whom? Whom am I speaking with? Is it downstairs or something? Is it? Aha. 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 The old secret passage that was right in front of my face. Aha. Hey, yo-yo. What's up, little one? How's Ayo doing? Hey, yo-yo. I got your boy with you. Lady Yo-Yo, one-storied adventurer, as promised. That's a nice earring she's got. She got a little bright earring. See, I got some cool bright earring too, but she's got a really cool one. Blessings of the 12 upon ye. Name's a Yo-Yo. Cannoneer, first class with the Yellow Jackets. It's an honor to have ye aboard. On board, excuse me. Look at these bright eyes. She's adorable. I love her. Her ears are massive. She could hear everything, I bet. Did I mention that it is the Yellow Jackets who are in charge of this year's festivities, not only in decorating of these fair lominsan streets, but in designing and constructing the fireworks that brighten the skies above them. Nice. Yellow Jackets in the house. Lady Yo-Yo here is quite the savant in all matters incendiary and explosive, and so it has fallen to her to formulate a plan for the display's crowning glory. She likes to blow shit up. I like it. I like it. She a bit of a pyro. Me and the other lads and lassies of the Cannoneers whipped up a load of loverly little drakes, snakes and devils for the Moonfire Fairy. But more of the same ain't gonna cut it for the rising. Oh, that's cool. So she made a whole bunch of other cool stuff, but because it's all about remembering those we lost in the calamity, ain't it? Oh, this is like the memorial. It's like the memorial. Them and theirs deserve something a mite specialer than a bunch of old bangers. No shit. No shit. Props to that. Props to that. Look at those eyes, dude. She's put a lot of love. Putting a lot of love in this. She said, yo, we are trying to remember those we lost. I gotta make sure this helps people remember today, which will help them remember why they're here today. I like that. That's good shit. An admirable sentiment, I'm sure. It would not do for our ode to such poignant memories to be aught less than memorable. Personally, I like to just close my eyes and look at darkness when I try to remember people I've lost. Because songs will remind me of them. All kinds of other things will remind me of them. In fact, I'm thinking of one right now. My brother. To be aught less than memorable, let us make this year's rising one that the citizens of this fair realm will not soon forget. He didn't die in the calamity, by the way. That wasn't the way he went down. I've met a few others that you know, ain't around no more, though. In some way or another. Took the words right out of me mouth, dearie. Thing is, I haven't hardly set foot out of Limsa in all me days. I don't reckon I'm best placed to know what's going through the minds of the citizens of this fair realm. I get that. I've only been so many places. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. I've been around the U.S. anyway. From that edge to this edge, I've been pretty much all of them places. For at least a little bit. Or at least known somebody who has. Known a lot of other people who've been other places too. And so, you would pick an adventurer's brains? Pick them right out of their skull? One who has journeyed far and wide. Man. Alright, I'm gonna share this one as a joke. Sorry, Dad. You ever pick up brains before? That's a fucking bitch. Picking up brains ain't all that cool. Believe it or not. Anyways. One who has journeyed far and wide across this land we love and knows it and its people intimately. Yet, before we call upon your particular wisdom, mayhap it would behoove us to seek out a wider range of opinions. Many and more look to the skies come rising night, and the thoughts that run through their minds are no doubt as diverse. Let us learn them. It's good words, bro. It's good words. Smile. Smile. Sounds like a plan. Mind if I join you, dearie? Could do with some learning. Same. Some of these thoughts myself. Please join me. Right then. Where's best to start asking around? Some place a lot of outsiders gather, I reckon. How about we meet in the Aetherite Plaza? Down in the lower decks? Sounds like a good spot. Let's go. While you two are so engaged, allow me to continue our discussions with the organizing committee. I shall await you by the aft castle. Man, I didn't know this fucking quest was gonna hit me in the fields like this shit. Man, I'll be thinking about dead brothers and all that shit. Fuck. Be making jokes about picking brains up. Man, I didn't know it was gonna be like that. I didn't know it was gonna be like that kind of quest. All right, where the fuck we going? Still gotta get here. Gotta get the bulwark hall, and then we're doing this one. That's outside, probably. I gotta go outside and kick some ass, take some names. I'll get to that later. Let's go ahead and handle these ones. I guess they're both downstairs. Head downstairs. Let's try to liven up this stream a little bit before I make everybody cry. Do 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 do. I made the seagull cry. Get it? Get it? It's a seagull joke. The lower decks. We're the lowest of low go. We're not that low. Oh, we got another umbrella. Haven't seen one in a hot minute. Looking sweet. I like the purple. I'm a big fan of purple. Let's go get my check mark handle. Check marks. Coming right up. I'm coming. Check mark person. Nedelica. Welcome to Limsa Lominsa. If there's aught you would like to know, feel free to... You've got something for me, you say. A missing persons list? I'm not sure I follow. Lady, there are missing people. Like, what's there not to follow? Wait, are these twinsies? We got a couple of twinsy cat girls? They're not half naked or dancing, but they do show the thighs. Lovely. Missing persons, a disturbingly long list of people who have gone missing in recent moons. This is actually super important. We need to handle this. Thanks for bringing the list. I'll be sure to memorize these names. If any of the missing persons reappear, you can count on me to spot them. Most folk enter the city via the Zephyr Drift. Via the Zephyr Drift. Which means they must pass through Bulwark Hall. That's why I'm on constant watch here and undercover, so as to keep an eye out for suspicious activity. Oh, she's low key. She's undercover. She's low key. She's low key on this one. I've been doing this for so long. I've become a pretty good judge of character. If there are shady characters skulking about, you can rest assured I can pick them out. I mean, oh wait, maybe we're still looking for missing people. I stay the streetlight. Natanmo needs help keeping the city a bright and cheery place. Well, it seemed like we kind of blew off the missing people report, kind of like it was no big deal a little bit. I mean, a long list of missing people. It seems like it would take longer, but we'll see what happens. Sounds like you're already in the Yellow Jacket's good graces. You truly are a model adventurer, a paragon among your fellows. Do you think you could do me a favor? You see, I'm supposed to go and fill up all the street lamps with oil so that they'll stay lit through the night, but thanks to this business of missing people, I can't simply up and leave my post. Oh, yeah. Let's turn the lights on in the city. A good idea. If you could tend to the street lamps in my stead, I'd be eternally grateful. I will absolutely take care of that. What a considerate person. Eternally grateful. She's so sweet. She would rather, she clearly knows the importance here. Oh, and when you're finished, please fetch more oil from Sissy Poo in the Fisherman's Guild. We're running low here, and she has care of our stores. Everybody working together. Everybody working together here. Literally everybody working together here. Good shit. Abelfar, what's up, bro? The Bismarck wants fresh lamb, does it? Gods, I could do with a slice myself. Fresh off the grill and dripping in its own juices. Yo, you like that flavor too. Sorry, friend. I haven't had a single bite to eat since my shift began. Man, I bet we all know that. Anybody who works. Anyway, you can get lamb easy enough by hunting the lambs that graze outside the city. Go through the Zephyr Grate and follow the path east and south for a bit. You'll run into the fluffy and tasty critters before long. You know, if you're gonna eat, you might as well eat. They were jumping around earlier, having a fun old time. We go out and kill some shit real quick. that? That's up in here? That's where the sheep is? Where's the other things? Where's the wharfs? Oh, they're in the completely opposite side, of course. Of course. I guess we could have jumped out there. You know what? Fuck it. We'll run out there real quick. We'll go kill some sheep. Let's go. And then we'll come back and you know, cry. Oh! It's a chocobo keep person. Mapping the realm. Middle Lanasica. Lanos. Yeah, they're right here. Let's just, what's my throw button again? This one. How's that? All right. Rats are dead. Easy peasy. We got some street lamps to light up. Going through the Zephyr gate again. Thanks, Zephyr. Appreciate you allowing passage. Oh, hi, Lovesy. My cat Lovesy just decided to join. She's checking on me. Probably heard I was tearing up a little bit, like a little baby. So she's my little baby. She's like, Daddy, you all right? Of course I'm all right, Lovesy. Of course I'm all right. Well met, traveler. Might I interest you in a chocobo porter? Ah, do not tell me this is your first visit to the stop. I shall update my register with your name so that you may access this location in the future. You know, speaking of tearing up, earlier today, before I went to play this, I watched that Lord of the Rings show, that TV show on Prime, because, you know, I'm a dork and I got Prime like that. And we got to the part with the Ents, you know, the trees. And they were like, yo, you killed my babies. And I was like, no, dude. Because I love the Ents. It kind of ties into our little conversation we were having earlier with those pirates and what the world should look like and how, you know, we should be growing trees and all that stuff. Look at this dance party over here, dude. Look at everybody getting down. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead. Get down. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead. Get down. Look at everybody doing their dances. That's smooth. Smooth. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Man, this is a busy looking area. It's kind of hard to see it all. Let's go ahead and light this one up. Oh yeah, somebody playing? Look at that. Look at that. You got people jamming, playing music here. You got all kinds of different. Hey, yeah, yo. Hey, yo, 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 yo. Yo, yo, hey, yo. Oh, there's that one type of umbrella I have seen before. The bright one. That one's cool. You see them lights down Awkward Alley, dearie? Decorations for the festival, they are. Every year when the streets are all decked out for the rising, the art fills with, well, all kinds of feelings. Sorrow, pride, regrets. I feel that, I feel that, I feel that. But enough about me. We came here to find out how the other folks feel about it. Let's split up, head down the alley, and ask a few likely-looking customers each. We're on a schedule here, so don't go asking every single soul you see. 4 or 5 should do ye. I'll meet you down by the ferry docks when you're done. All right. Let's go chit-chat with all the peeps. I'm gonna run down this way real quick, handle all that biz, and then I'll come back up this way and handle all that biz. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I think that's what I'll do. Just gonna cut through all this area right there. We'll get back to helping all those folk. That's quite the party, though. Quite the town square. Quite the town circle. A little oil on this. There you go. There you go, oil. I like to keep the lights greased. Keep them greased up. There it was. I got distracted by the little bunny boy. He was running. I was like, oh, wait, I got to dodge. There we go. Which way do I go? Up? Down? Around? Oh, I go around, it looks like. Up, down, turn around. Please don't let me hit the ground. Tonight I think I'll walk alone. I'll find myself as I go home. That's a good song, too. Oh, you've got green eyes. Oh, you've got blue eyes. Oh, you've got gray eyes. And now you can see them. Because I've lit up these lamps are already lit up, by the way. They're all lit. I'm just adding more oil to them, I guess, so they don't go out. So no bad guys can be doing bad things in the back alleys. Look, there's like no alleyways here where there's like people getting taken advantage of, from what I can tell. At least not that I've found yet. I haven't been to all the alleys. But so far, so good. So far, so good. I'm pretty impressed with limsa. Much to my surprise. I had heard things, and perhaps they were false. Perhaps 'twas not the zone itself. Sissy Poo! I've got news. I need oil. You're doing what? What am I to do with that girl? Yo, there's missing people. We're trying to help. She has the nerve to ask me for work, twaddling tripe about her savings, only to foist it on the first adventurer that comes along? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sissy Poo. Being young and pretty does not give you the license. Does not give you license to shirk responsibility. You're not wrong. Ah, she'll get her oil all right, and a piece of my mind to boot. Wow. What is going on here, Sissy Poo? Why are you harboring all this irritation towards that girl? I think there's a little envy, perhaps. I don't know. A streetlight car? What? Ah, what is going on there, Sissy Poo? What was that all about? What was that all about? I wonder if we'll get more of that story, because that seems kind of out of left field, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. Didn't really seem like it matched up with how that all went down. I don't really know what to think about that. Rising to the call, I stay the streetlight. I mean, the girl was trying to stay there to catch missing people, but Sissy Poo wasn't having none of that shit. She basically just straight up called her out and said she was just a slacker. So that's a little odd. A little odd. Not entirely sure what that was about. Sadahub Joby. Sadhad Joby. And that's a tough name to pronounce too. Alright there. Anything I can do for you? Yeah. How you feel about, you know, dead people and stuff? Fireworks. You're asking for people's thoughts on the rising fireworks? You adventurers don't half pick up some odd jobs. Yeah, we do, don't we? Well, I'm like most people, I suppose. I think of those I lost. That's good, that's good. I do that too. Think of those that other people lost too. My parents, most of all. Damn, she lost her parents. I wonder if they're watching too. Underneath the same brick sky, somewhere. Oh wait, wrong song. I love that song, by the way. Swum up from the bottom of the ethereal sea to see what all the crashing and banging is about. That's cute. That's cute. I'm liking that they think of their parents that way. They think of them like swimming up from the sea of black void, the ethereal sea. Being like, keep it down, I'm trying to be dead over here. I like that. It's complicated, I suppose. No doubt, no doubt. I feel sad they're gone, but happy I'm not. No doubt. And grateful to Battaron saving me and so many others. No doubt. If they are watching, I hope they can see me too. You know what? They do. See that I'm doing all right for myself. That they might sleep soundly for another 12 months. Yeah, that's good feels. That's good feels. I'm liking that one. I'm liking those feels. Those are tasty. Those are good feels. I feel good about that. Middle-aged mariner, how you doing, brother? How you feeling? The streets are full of life. The sky's full of fire. And the westerly winds, filling our seafarers' sails as it does our hearts. Ah, I couldn't have picked a better time to come home. You a sailor too, are you? I have sailed. Not like, not like that one movie with the Bill Murray. I never sailed like that. I sail! But I have ridden a boat or two. In fact, true story, my brother that I mentioned earlier, he did spend some time on a fishing boat, trying to do troll fishing. Didn't work out. He actually helped the whole crew perform a mutiny. And they didn't get paid at the end of the fucking trip, dumbass. Stupid fucker. You know, it'd be like that. It'd be like that sometimes. Mito, I used to just hop in little dinghies and go out swimming, go out fishing. Shit like that. Never like quote unquote sailing. Helping with the fireworks, you say? Good on you, lass. Aye, I have a few memories of back then. And if you're ear to hear 'em, sure, why not, bro? Tell me about it. Tell me about your day. I'm a merchant seaman, you see. Always sailing hither and thither across the waves. Was just back from a trip to Ras-at-Han when the calamity struck. Ooh, scary. Everyone was looking up to the sky, and that lonesome lantern that hung low in it. Like most folk, I don't remember much of what happened in the days before or after it fell, but I'll never forget those faces. And that's what I love so much about the fireworks. You see the same faces looking up, but this time with a smile. Reminds you not only of the bad times, but how we got over them. That's good feels too. And what I wanna bring to everybody's attention real quick. So I'm from the U.S. I'm living in the United States of America. A lot of people like to remember a date that's going to be coming up pretty soon, I think. Maybe next Wednesday. I think that's called 9/11, 9/11. A lot of people like to remember that one. Twin Towers. They even scrubbed that shit out of a lot of movies. But, you know, a lot of people still remember it. Where they were, what they were doing, who they lost. I remember I was a kitchen manager at the time. Went out to see what all the commotion was, and the whole restaurant was dead. Got to sit there and watch the planes happen on live TV. Watch all that shit go down on live TV. I'm sure other people saw it directly, right there in town in New York. And then, you know, I'm remembering that this is Final Fantasy, made by Square Enix. It's a Japanese game. It's a Japanese company. That is a country that my country, the United States of America, dropped 2 massive atomic bombs on. And there were people that witnessed that, didn't die from it, but saw that shit explode in their country, right there, in front of their fucking faces. saw that shit. Some of them might still be alive. 80, 90 years old, maybe. Some shit like that. Maybe 100. I don't know. I can't do math. But I'm pretty sure there's still wars going on right now. I'm pretty sure there is still people seeing calamities happen right in front of their faces. Hoping that they don't lose their loved ones. Hoping that, you know, mom and dad come back home for the day. Or they get to go home and see their cat. And not have a bomb dropped on their head. I'm pretty sure that happens still to this day. You know, little skirmish over in Israel and Palestine, where that shit is constant, it seems like. Don't forget that shit is very close to your homes. And let's change our world so that we don't have to keep remembering dead people that we lost because some horrible, horrible shit happened to them because some other country wanted to be a fucking asshole and thought they were right by doing it one way or another. That's why diplomacy is such a good thing. And learning how to talk. And learning how to work out differences. And learning how to make deals and bargains and trade. Much like it seems like these guys are doing. The lominsans have a way to be dealing trade with the Garleans. So somehow they're keeping their people alive. They're not going to all-out war. And they don't seem to be slaughtering and murdering people on the regular. So far, anyways. Whereas, the place I just came from, Uldal, definitely was. Definitely was. They would literally be killing... Like, so here we have the yellow jackets, there we had the brass blades, which were the syndicate's group of boys. Like, they were literally killing those guys, easy peasy, like not a big deal, didn't even care. They would throw those guys under the bus. Anyways, some fucked up shit. Don't forget why we do what we do. Don't forget why we remember what we remember. Misty-eyed stargazer. Oh man, why are you looking up at the starry sky? Starry, starry night. Can you see them too, my love? Hmm? It's a little rainy right now, but yeah, I can. You're involved with the fireworks and want to know what I think of them? Well, just now I was wondering if they can be seen from far out in the offing. Do you know? Not entirely sure. I see. The reason I ask is that my husband is out there now. He meant to be back by rising night, but it seems the tide didn't turn in his favor. He was so looking forward to the fireworks. I do hope that he can see them from where he is, that we can share them together, no matter how far apart we might be. There's the fucking song. There it is. Somewhere out there, beneath the pale moonlight, sun is thinking of me and love. I sing it wrong. It's been a while since I've seen that movie. No matter how far apart we might be, that is my only request to you, that you make the finale as bright and boisterous as you can, that all those who cannot be together, this rising might still share in its message. I hear that, Miss Stargazer. I hear that. Appreciate it for a second. That's a pretty cool shot. That's a pretty cool setup that they drew our attention to. That big old aetheryte looking she's making sure that her husband's gonna come home safe tonight. Doesn't want him to be another lost at sea type of guy. Just wants to see him back. I wonder if they wove that story in a smidge for somebody who did. Somebody who had. That's a big feeling. Should be appreciated. To be loved. To be loved that much. That somebody feels that way. Even when others are celebrating those that have already passed. She's out here thinking of somebody who's not dead. Somebody who's just not with her right now. Not experiencing this joy and this love right now. And hoping that they're gonna come home safe. So that she can experience life with that person. Whether it be watching this or just watching the regular stars. That is a big feel. I am down to feel it. Alright, misty-eyed stargazer, I love you. That was a good lesson. Let's get going. We got other people to talk to. We've got a handful over here still. At least one. Good old Swoles. What's up, Swoles? Blat! What's up, Blat? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. What may I interest you in this fine evening? Well, tell me all your thoughts on God. Because I'd really like to meet him. Tell me all your thoughts on death. And fireworks. Ah, information, is it? Well, if you really must know, the whizzing and banging that fills the air this season always takes me back to the time just before the calamity struck. A great festival was held to celebrate the reformation of the grand companies. People in the streets were hooting and hollering and setting off fire spouts, and all the ships in the bay, now bedecked with maelstrom colors, let loose their cannons. Oh, what a glorious sight that must have been. It seems so foolish now, knowing what was soon to befall us. That's a big word. It seems so foolish now, knowing what was soon to befall us. Indeed, brother, I feel the same way about a grand many things that I can take quite a great amount of pleasure from in this day and age. A lot of pomp and circumstance that I can appreciate in this day and age. It seems like it's reason, and yet I'm afraid of what might befall us if we are so focused on the pomp and the circumstance. It is my firm belief that the rising fireworks serve the same purpose even now. They present a vision of loveliness, of togetherness, that we might forget our fears and be given hope for a brighter future. I dig that. I dig that. I dig that. Let's go ahead and handle this metal Nausicaa business. We're right here, right? Go ahead and handle that. Go ahead and squish us some lammies, some little babies. Go ahead and murder some lamb babies. Some sheep babies, shall we? Lambs. Let's go hunt them down and kill them. So that somebody can eat today. I'm sure they have nothing else to eat. Ain't no big deal. Probably enjoy it. Wait. Is this the right way? Looks like it's the right way, right? Like it. Zephyr Gate. And was I just here? I didn't see him. I must have just looked right past them. They were right here, right in front of my face. These little babies, little lost lambs. These little lost children. Didn't we have a whole list of lost children and shit? See that little line come out of them? You stepped on some ladybugs. That's no big deal, right? We can kill them too. Little lost lambs. Let's kill them. Other people are more important. Somebody's gotta eat. Now I have fresh slices of a sheep's child that was lost. Rather than locating its mother, I murdered it. And I'm gonna eat it. I'll get back to that shit when I come back out this way sometime. Somebody else is gonna eat it. I ain't even gonna eat it. I'm gonna give it to somebody else. Because I can. Because I'm bigger than them. And they couldn't talk. And I had a sword. So, you know. I can do what I want, right? No big deal. I'm just bigger than them. And it can't talk. It can't reason with me. It can't plead for its little life. It can bleat a little bit, but, you know, I'm a quick stabber. Doesn't stand a chance against me, really. And they're so delicious. So delicious, a little bit of lamb. Tasty. Tears. Dead things. Hella tasty. That's my... Yeah, that's my thing. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Where you at? We gotta talk. We gotta talk, hey, yo. Hey, yo. I learned some things today. Everybody just wants to remember and shed a tear and shed a smile and have some hope and love. Sorry to keep you waiting, dearie. So what did you find out? I know I'm being Debbie Downer over here with this limsa stream, aren't I, man? We were having a good old time today, and then I'm just like, ooh. Let's cry a little bit. Let's cry a little bit for our lost and departed. I don't mind crying for people. I don't mind crying for animals. Same here. I was half expecting them to just like looking at the pretty lights, but it seems the feeling runs a lot deeper than that. A little more than just pretty lights, ain't it? The memories of the calamities still sit heavy on their hearts, but the rising fireworks go some way, lifting that weight. I mean, it just gives them a reason to stop and think. That's all. It gives them a reason to stop and think. That's all an explosion does. That's all a shiny explosion does. Just like the shiny fucking computer screen I'm staring at. It gives me a reason to stop and think. These are liquid crystal displays. There are literally little light explosions happening right in front of my face. Gives me a reason to stop and think. So, any ideas for the grand display? What kind of thing did you reckon it'd help lift those spirits the most? Because, like, you know, let's not forget where fireworks came from. And let's not forget what fireworks ended up becoming. Because fireworks became gunpowder. Gunpowder became cannon. Cannon became Gatling gun. Gatling gun became bombs and warships, airplanes, more bombs. Let's not forget where that shit all stems, but also let's appreciate it for what it should have been fucking used for all along. Not to make somebody feel like a big man or woman, but to make us stop and think and remember. So, any ideas for the grand display? What kind of thing did you reckon help lift the spirits the most? Let's see. Some grand and flashy. Something that reminds people of the past, or something that gives people hope for the future. I like that one. Hope for the future. I would like to see that. Some hopeful future for all those people. Hope for the future, eh? That ain't a bad idea, reminding folk that however dark the night, dawn is just around the corner. It don't get more simpler than that. It don't get more simpler than that. Remember, it's just night. It's just day. I tried to tell a friend recently, stop counting time. Stop reminding me what day of the week it was every single day. It was like, hey, it's Monday, hey, it's Tuesday, hey, it's Wednesday, hey, it's Thursday. I'm like, bro. Get your head out of that. It's just nighttime and morning. That's it. That's it. That's all that really is. You get trapped in the mindset of time, and you end up just becoming a slave to it. Become a slave to that. Remember, it's just night. It ain't even 12 hours. Well, unless, you know, you're up there, down there, or whatever. But dawn is always just around the corner. The sun is going to rise. The rising. See? That's why they call it the rising. The sun is going to come out tomorrow. It won't rain all the time. The sky won't cry forever. The rising ain't just about mourning those we lost, after all. It's about remembering the struggles of those who survived to steer us to a brighter future. Don't get so bright that we don't have no more trees left and that, you know, we end up burning ourselves to death. We don't want that. We don't want to get too bright. We just got to remember, the sun's going to come up. The sun will come out tomorrow. Alright, that's it. That's what Limsa needs, this rising. The hell's that floating in the sky? Oh, that's a bird. I thought that was one of those squiddies from the Matrix. Ships, cannons, a departure salute. Not just for the fallen, but for those setting sail for unknown shores. A vision of the past and the future. And that's what worries me the most. That's really what worries me the most, to be perfectly honest. Let's look at this. Let's break this down. We got this big giant warship, whatever. We're gonna shoot off cannons. We're gonna remind ourselves of our past. It's a vision of the past and the future. It doesn't seem like it's changing. It seems like we're just doing the same shit. Still shooting off guns, reminding ourselves that we're killing each other. And then continuing that same fucking process over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Because let's be real, we've pretty much sailed every sea and set on every shore and colonized every fucking plot of land that exists on this planet. So we don't really need to do that shit anymore. We could find a better way. We could, you know, plant a tree. We could go out and plant a tree. We could, sure, explore the sea. Maybe instead of trying to fly to the moon with penis rockets, we could go down. We could go down on a, you know, we could, like we learned in that one spot, we could go down and handle business there, you know? And also into the sea and discover all of that unknown. There's some unknown shores. It's actually not a shore, it's just underwater. And then maybe, yeah, we'd still lose some people. I mean, those rich kids are already trying to do it, right? They're throwing themselves in the water and blowing themselves up right away, like building crappy vessels that don't even last because they don't listen to people. But realistically, if we invested more into that type of exploration and less into battling over land, we would probably kill each other less. Take that from a guy whose bloodline is a fucking ghost of a bloodline. Whose bloodline has already been murdered to death, such that, in fact, hey, I just watched a TikTok just recently, a TikTok about the natives on the Navajo reservation. You know, some of their elders do not have running water. This is in the USA, the United States, the Navajo Nation. It's like, you know, New Mexico, Colorado, wherever, that whole little area in the Southwest. They do not have running water. They are literally having to truck in barrels of water. Some lady said, some old woman said she was down to her last half barrel. And so the locals there are trying to get bottled water and any type of water they can over to these people. They had helped like 40, 50 old people get water. That's inside the borders of the United States of America. Tell me how that's fucking possible in this day and age. Blows my mind, dude. Blows my fucking mind. And we're too busy, you know, shooting rockets into space thinking, you know, fucking Mars dirt is gonna help us solve all the world's problems. And, you know, killing each other over land. It's insane. But a vision of the past and the future. Shoot your cannons. Sounds cool. Let's do it. An old bleeding armada filling Galadian Bay. Lighten up the very Evans. Oh, say, can you see? Who wouldn't want to watch that? Meh. I don't even go to fireworks shows anymore. I don't even give a fuck. I asked my kids last time, hey kids, you guys want to go buy some fireworks? They're like, we don't give a fuck. We don't care. We don't give a shit. We don't want to see a bunch of bombs and explosions going off constantly, reminding us about all the people that we've murdered and killed with that shit. It's a fucking joke, to be honest. Thumbs up, though. Let's do it. We're in New Yorkia right now. That's settled, then. Ah, the minstrel's going to love it. He said he'd be up by the aft castle, right? I'll see you there. Let's go tell the minstrel how much we're gonna make so much explosions. We're gonna blow up so much stuff. We're gonna pretend to blow up so much stuff. It's just gonna make everybody remember how many people died. It's gonna make everybody remember all the war and all the things that died, and everybody's gonna be happy because of it. Surely. What a happy stream this is, man. I done equal Debbie Downer on this stream. Let's see if we can brighten up today. somehow. Let's go to the Culinaries Guild at least. Finish that up before I go talk to the minstrel. I've been going on for 2 hours. Maybe I'll wrap it up after this. I don't know if it's gonna get much better than this. Thancred, are you still harassing Halalo? Have you had any luck obtaining the fresh lamb? Please hurry. The guests are arriving any moment now. Oh, we wouldn't want to keep the people waiting, would we? Here, please feed them. Feed them this baby. Feed them this baby meat. Lamb meat so fresh, it still smells of its mother's teat. That is literally a little baby that was suckling on its mother's milk still, that I just went out and slaughtered so that hungry people, not really even hungry people, just demanding restaurant people can eat their fresh lamb and feel like they are rich motherfuckers eating fancy ass foods. Because they can't be asked to just, you know, eat fucking tofu or bean sprouts or you know, what the fuck ever else. 4 slices of fresh lamb, and right in the nick of time. Thank you ever so much. I hope your patrons. 'Tis times like this I feel fulfilled in my role. I used to be a chef myself, likewise. Did you know I used to be a barbecue chef? I used to cook chicken and racks of ribs and pork butts. Oh yeah, I smelled so much death, it was just magical. But my skills weren't quite up to par, so when the Bismarck expanded operations, I asked to be made its provisioner instead. This way, I can still be part of the business, in spite of my shortcomings. Ain't that a big deal? Meh. Who the fuck cares? Let's eat them all. Do you know there's cannibals that still exist on the planet? I wonder how fucking pissed off we would be if, like, that was normal. To eat baby people. I bet you people would be fucking livid about that shit. But if it ain't happening to me, I don't give a fuck, right? Wasn't my baby. It's just some little stupid sheep baby. Anyways, Wandering Minstrel, what's up, bro? Our intrepid adventurer returns, and positively bursting with inspiration, I take it. Oh, I'm inspired, bro. I see! A traditional seafaring salute. Not only to the memories of the fallen, but to the future fortune of those who follow in their wake. That's a big hopeful. A most fitting proposal, I'm sure. Thanks, the both of ye, but our work ain't done yet. There's a lot needs sorting out before we can put this idea into action. So much to do, so little time. If you wouldn't mind helping us a little longer, dearie, I'd be forever in your debt. Let me know when you've got your loins good and girdled. Lol. Rising to the call, complete. You know, I'm gonna pick this up, but I'm gonna go turn in my my Rats in the Wharf quest and call it a night. And then we'll get back to this tomorrow. Ah, shit. I can just do the thing real quick. You know what? Let's finish it up. Let's finish it up and get brushed up cryo. Let's end this on a good note. We who are about to set sail salute you. For those about to rock, we salute you. A Yo-Yo asks for your continued assistance in seeing her plan for the rising fireworks realized. I shall get this done for you real quick, homie. Right then, let's get started, shall we, dearie? The plan is we're going to line up the old fleet of ships across the bay and have them fire a broadside into the sky. But before we go about finding our fleet, we need to get the plan approved by the organizing committee, and that means convincing Commodore Rayner. I'll take the lead, but I ain't exactly got the silverest tongue, nor much experience nobbling with the higher-ups. Oh, whoa, fuck that, yo, hey, whoa, yo, hey, yo, oh, yo. You don't gotta nobbling with them. You don't gotta do that shit with the higher ups. Fuck that. If you two see me struggling, put in a word, won't ye? Of course, me lady. Your cause is ours. Thank ye, me dears. Together then, to the Quarrel Tower. Alright, let's fucking handle this biz. Get the fuck out of here. You know what? Vigor, you're right. Let's sprint. Let's get it moving. Let's hustle our asses up. We gonna chat with Batarun real quick. Hey, so you slew a few rats. Good on you, lass. This bloke comes through the other day and plops this huge sack the size of a bleeding goober on the counter, saying, "Any man who slays rats can have something from within." When I inquiries as to why, all he says is the damn noise they make when they scurrying about is driving them insane. You ask me, though, he was already a bit touched. Something tells me the poor lad'll never find peace. Throw a bunch of coin at people, they'll go murder some shit. This motherfucker never wants to find peace. Oh well, I killed the rats. My cat'll kill them next time. Fuck it. In fact, most of the things I've seen with animals trying to kill rats, they don't really do that shit unless they're in barns. They've been trained that way. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Rimuru? Rimuru? Anybody seen slime? Anybody seen the slime show? That's Rimuru right there. That's the slime. That's the slime kid. He's building his own army, I suppose. Wandering minstrel. Let's chat, bro. Last I had the privilege of meeting with the Commodore was around the time of the Calamity. Oh, it's been a while then. I've been arrested for conspiracy to incite rebellion. Ooh, shit. You a punk like me. Hell yeah, bro. Fuck it up. Incite that rebellion. Naturally, it was all a misunderstanding. Of course, yeah. Me neither. Yeah. I would never incite rebellion. I would never tell people to rebel against the powers that be that are clearly evil and horrible. That seems, like a big mistake. Wouldn't want the man coming after you, right? Some other scurrilous soul had been singing songs of sedition. I just sing the same songs that have been sung forever. If not for Raynor and his relentless pursuit of the truth, I might still be lingering in the brig. He is a shrewd bro, when I was in the brig, you know what I did? I sung the entirety of 40 Ounces to Freedom, Sublime, until they got so irritated with me that they were just like, okay, get out of there. Go sit with Gen Pop. Get the fuck out. It's fucking hilarious. He is a shrewd investigator who will brook no equivocation. Shall we then? Let's. A 40 ounce to freedom is the only chance I have to feel good even though I feel bad. And I know that, ooh, I'm not going back. Oh, not going. Wanting to make the rising display special, I can fathom. But the sheer scale of this proposal is beyond anything I imagined. Hey, yo, need I remind you that the first duty of the Yellow Jackets is the keeping of the peace? Ah, the peace. Ignorance is bliss, is it not? Filling the bay with ships will not only disturb the daily workings of the harbor, but is sure to foment agitation among the commons. The commons! Patooey! Them fuck faces. Knowing this, do you still mean to persevere with this outlandish plan? You definitely don't want to piss off the commons. They might rise up. I do, Commander. Every lominsan art, every Oerzian art still bears the scars of the calamity. All that loss, that hardship, that struggle, it cut deep. The first cut is the deepest. But the rising ain't just about looking to the past. It's about looking to the future, too. And if it's our duty to watch over folk, keep 'em on the straight and narrow like, I reckon it's our duty to see 'em off on another year's journey, too. Want to keep them alive, that's for fucking sure. Well put. I accept that your intentions are pure, but what of the logistics? I trust you have a plan as to who exactly will be provide. Oh, there it comes down to. Yo, who paying for this shit? Who exactly will be providing and paying for this fleet of yours? Who's got it? Who's got the ships, bruh? I thought we were in fucking. I thought we were in Sail Town. Ain't everybody got the ships? Yes, Commander. We're going to petition the Maelstrom for the flagship, and the rest from the Black Sails. Oh, bro, I saw that show. Is that what it's called? The Black Sail? I can't remember. It was basically a pirate show. That was a fucking sweet show, to be honest. I like that show. Also, Black Flag. What's up? Listen to them. Of course. One is wont to forget that those buccaneering souls remain bound to serve the Maelstrom in times of necessity. Lady Ayoyo would have us parley with the 3 great pirate captains and remind them of their civic duty, it seems. Yo, yeah, for sure, man. Y'all, your fucking job. Hey, that's right. The pirates answered the Admiral's call back when the moon was falling. Fought and died at Cartnew, same as the rest of us. Might as well bring their ships in here and shoot some cannons in the sky. When they hear about our plan to salute all those who fell and all those who didn't, I don't doubt they'll answer the call again. I wish you all the luck in the world in recruiting those rogues to your cause. You shall need it. Very well, then allow me to arrange the parley. Should you succeed in this feat, you may consider all of my remaining doubts answered. You still doubt the girl. She's gonna talk to him. I bid you remember that you go to speak with pirates. Lawless marauders all. Aren't we in Pirate Town? Pray that you do not say aught to offend them, lest we find ourselves with a mutiny on our hands. Shit, I'm a bit of a pirate myself. I shall have the Maelstrom summon the leaders of the 3 factions to the anchor yard. Pray go there and complete your preparations. As far as I'm concerned, man, pirates live by a code, and they stick with their code. Like, they pretty straight up. As long as you don't fuck with their code, like, they good. Just like punks, man. Cheers for sticking with me, you two. I hope I can count on your support in the next step of negotiations and all. Of course, my lady. Alas, I fear the captains, those far-famed scourges of the seas, will prove rather less biddable partners than Commodore Rainier did. I mean, he was kind of a dick. While Crosswind of the Sanguine Sirens may be swayed by emotion, Carvalian of the Kraken's Arms is of a much more mercenary mind. You don't even know them, bro. That's not how they act. I just got done talking with them. The Executioners, meanwhile, value honor and glory above else. I'm definitely boys with them. They're fucking cool, dude. I dance with them. All these homies are cool. You don't even know them. You don't even know them. You just have this picture in your mind about how they act and how they are based on a word, pirate. When really, they fucking cool, man. They big chillin'. If there is aught that unites them, it is a zealous spirit. Let us argue with passion, that we might inflame theirs. Like, he's going in guns blazing, when all you gotta do is be like, yo, what's up? Let me show you this dance. Also, you wanna shoot some shit with me? You wanna shoot the shit with me, so to speak? If it's passion you're after, I've got that in bleeding bucket loads. Hey, yo, she sure do. But I might need you two to jump in again, because me tongue decides to tie itself in an aphid. I like the. Anyone do the cherry stem? Anyone do a cherry stem? Anyone know how to do that? Just say the first thing that comes into your heads, and I'll pick up after. I straight up practiced that until I could do it. I cannot do it anymore. I have not practiced that shit in a hot minute, but I was successful at some point in my life. Come on then, dearies. Let's head on over to the Yankee yacht and get this parlay started. Anybody do the alphabet with there? With there? Yeah. Never mind. Never mind. We're gonna wrap this shit up. Get going. Let's handle this business. Get out of here. Getting to be about that time, anyways. About that time to wrap it up. Spent some time in Limsa, haven't I? Ready to get out of here. This was a fantastic place to be, though. I liked Limsa. I like the quests here so far. Very impressed overall. It's a bit of a confusing type place with all the little islands attached and all that kind of thing, but really cool. Really cool to just look around and experience this place. How the what? Wrong button again. Oh, here we go. We're at the spot. Where are they? Oh, there it is. I want to look this way. I want to look onwards. Look onwards out into the beautiful sea. The beautiful sea. The singing sea. There's my pirate. Folks, what's up? What's up? We got to chat real quick. How you girls and boys doing? How you guys doing? Look, this is supposed to be intimidating, but thanks for coming. The reason we asked you here is... Alright, the Maelstrom summons laid it out for us loud and clear. You want us to help you with the rising fireworks. And the answer's no. My girl. She just needs to be handled once. That's all. She needs to, she needs to be taken care of. When my sirens fire a broadside, it's to send our enemies to the bottom of the briny. Not to paint pretty pictures in the sky for drylanders to gawp at. I mean, she ain't fucking wrong with that. I agree with her. We've better things than to be doing with our time. I bet you they kind of all feel that way. No point in wasting guns and bullets and all that shit. Just for pomp and circumstance. 'Tis a rare occurrence, to be sure, but I find that my opinion aligns with Roshwin's. Our time is precious, as I am sure is yours. Let us hasten to draw these discussions to a close. I mean, he's more concerned about his time, but... So I shall put it bluntly. I see no profit in this endeavor for myself and my men. It's literally a waste of money. You're literally blowing up money. So unless there is anything else, I mean, that is what fireworks are, right? You go spend hundreds of fucking dollars to blow up your money. It's silly. Let's see. You would put the animal there. Let's talk about that bond. Let's talk about that type of bond. Let's talk about that type of bond. Let's give him a little wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? If you should require my men and I should shackle ourselves to the sirens, we should require even greater recompense. Lol. The sheer scale of the spectacle we propose would no doubt draw all the lords and ladies to the realm to gather in the city, personages of high renown and deep pockets. Aye, and if they saw you lot working and in and with the Maelstrom, it'd do wonders for your public image. Folks who normally wouldn't touch a pirate with the barge pole would be queuing up to do business with ye. There you go. I do believe you have a point, poorly phrased though it might be. To win legitimate business, one must project the image of a legitimate businessman. Sod your image and sod anyone who's still lily-livered to trade with us. They can stick their barge poles up their backsides. God, I like her. What's in it for the sirens? Let's see. If you want, consider them customers, consider them query. Don't you want to bring joy to the masses? Carvallian's in. Don't you want to be together? I'm still gonna go with that one. You know, she's more the query type person though. I mean, really, she could rake them for all they're worth. I'm gonna give her the number one. Ha! You do realize our danger pillaging every ship we see are long gone? Query my arse. Aw, man, she got me there. The sanguine sirens ain't all about the pirating life, though, are ye? You run almshouses for the sick and injured, and those with child, keep themselves busy with odd jobs, such as come their way. Them's your hunters, and the folk who are drawn to the city to see the grand display. Your query. There you go, there you go. She's relating. She's making it relative to this woman. She's making it relative. Ah, I see where you're going with this. Get the girls to set up stalls, selling food and grog and the like, and they'd make a killing, providing they had all the right permits from the Yellow Jackets. You're a shrewd one, you. Oh, she eyeballing the boy. She eyeballing that boy. You saw that? Womp womp. Maybe I could lend him an hand and myself. Hey, yo. Maybe I could lend him an hand myself. They do say the best way to a man's heart is through his stomach. That's one way. The best way is through love. What of the executioners? There is no dishonor in linking arms with Admiral Merlwib and the Maelstrom, surely. Holmes, let's dance. Let's have a dance battle. Let's have a dance battle, and then he'll be all for it. I'm wondering if he's kind of against the way they do things here. You, Yellow Jacket, I want you to tell me one thing and tell it true, because I kind of trust this dude. I kind of trust the way that this dude runs his ship. So I'm wondering if he does not like the way they're doing it here, and that's why he's like the Black Jackets and they're the Yellow Jackets and, you know, that kind of thing. This is Lominsa, the greatest port in all the realm. You could find this fleet of yours without our help. Yet you've come here begging for it. Why? Why indeed? Because I reckon you're the ones who need the rising most. Yeah, I bet you they were disrespected. I bet. The black sails only came together because of Cartano. You could have up anchored and sailed off into the sunset, but no, you fought like demons on those cursed flat, made heroes of yourselves and martyrs. The way I see it, it's the only right that those that lost the most, when they stood to gain the least, should be the ones to fire the salute to the departed. That's a big feel from this little woman. That's a big fucking feel from this little woman. I see what their relationship is now. I see. And I salute to the departing too. The calamity changed the lives of you pirates more than anyone, and if anyone should be celebrating new beginnings, it's those whose new beginnings already begun. I love it. I'm gonna try to wrap this up real quick because I got things to do. So it all for our own good, is it? It's whatever. I'm heading back to the Astalica. God, whatever. Send word when you've hammered out the details of this display of yours. We'll see what we can do. Aye, aye, Captain. Can't rightly say now to you now, can I? We lost a lot of good people back in Cartanu. Let's send them off with a bloody great bang. I will join you on one condition, that in your reminiscence of trauma past, you do not make a shameful spectacle of yourself. Pray, do not force me to restrain you again. Oh my. Oh my, they do have a relationship. They have a very tight relationship, it looks like. Some restraint happening in their relationship. I'm glad they show this type of restraint. I had to take a moment to appreciate it. I've never forced you to do nothing. You keep your hands off me if you want to keep them, you randy bastard. Oh, I like these two already. I didn't know they had this kind of thing going. Maybe that's why she was so upset, because this homie hadn't been paid her a visit in a while. And she was like, yo, I need to, you know, I need to show some restraint. And she had shown a little too much restraint. Mm-hmm. Quite the fragile flower, isn't she? Well then, I bid you adieu. My ships will not ready themselves. I can't wait to uncover more of their story. I can't wait to see if they end up getting more story time in the quests to come as I open up more of Limsa Lominsa's lore. They seem like quite the adorable couple. The two pirates that are destined to bicker at each other and that kind of thing. It's kind of fun. And breathe! Gods, I was so nervous I could hardly speak. Thanks so much for chipping in when you did. Could have never have gotten him on our side without you. Right then. Time to put the finishing touches. Oh my. But we're getting healed up here by this lovely cat girl. Right then. Time to put the finishing touches to this plan of mine. It's going to be wonderful. I just know it. Oh, and about your reward, I've given it to the minstrel. You can grab it from him. It's a new beginnings, lass, and may the navigator's breath ever fill your sails. Thank you, thank you. Hey, yo. Oh, bow. Bow. Thank you, darling. Wandering, minstrel, how are you, sir? You did a great service, my friend, both for Lady Yo-Yo and for all those who love the Rising, myself included. For that, I shall be ever grateful. Thanks, wandering minstrel. I expect it shall be still some hours before the preparations for the grand finale are complete. Mayhap we could wait together? Sure, bro. Let's wait together with the wandering minstrel for just a few more moments. I wonder if we're going to hold hands with him or something. Wow, everybody came out. Look at all these people. Got the whole town. Got the whole town out here. While we wait, would you care to hear a verse that has lately come to me? It is a song of celebration, of encouragement for all those who sail for unknown shores. Pray, lend me your ears. He's gonna sing us a song. Oh, that's close to my heart, man. I like that. I like dudes who sing a little song for the lady, you know? I sing a little song here and there, now and again. I do that a lot. Sing a song for my lady a lot. I even sing a song for you guys, now and again. Write a little verse every now and then. Yeah? Yo, he giving me a migraine with his damn music. He giving me a headache. He gave me a headache. Oh, wait. Maybe it's a romantic headache. It's a very romantic headache. We're on a ship. I'm on a ship. I'm sailing across the sea. The sea of dreams, perhaps? The moon is cheese. Greetings, warrior of light. Who this? Who this? Who this? Is this Thancred? That's not Thancred. This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps. Or perhaps not. 'Tis a pleasure. Naoki Yoshida. Naoki Yoshida. Thanks for joining us. 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Naoki Yoshida, and I have beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. The road we have walked has been long and winding, full of perils and pitfalls, but we have enjoyed every step in your company. We hope that you feel the same about this last great leap. With every adventure we undertake, the longer the legacy we leave behind us. Yet a lengthy history need not mean a foreshortened future. Many adventures yet await. We shall continue to chart a course into the great unknown, one that takes in all the diverse wonders this wide world has to offer, that your legacy might grow ever greater. To be certain, it would be a less trying task to sleepwalk ever onward down the same well-furrowed path, yet to venture down paths untrodden, believing in the bright and glorious future that lies beyond them, is by far the more rewarding. This is the gift that we wish to deliver unto you, the gift of adventure. And we pray with all our hearts that you will continue to walk with us. We thank you for joining us on this journey, heretofore and hereafter. Big smiles. Thanks, Yoshida. Now, the time has come for this vision to end. Time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. One cannot know what fills the hearts and minds of those who look to the sky this rising night. Perhaps you and I will see very different images in those explosions of light and color. Indeed. But one thing I know for certain, that right here, right now, we look to the same sky. And though the paths that lay ahead of us may lead in very different directions, sometime, someplace, they shall cross again. We are all connected. Indeed, they shall cross. "'Tis almost time for the display to begin, the consummation not only of our labors, but of the thoughts and prayers of the people of this fair city. A salute for the departed, and for those who set sail into unknown waters." Couldn't have said it better myself, to be honest. Many adventures yet await you, my friend. May the navigator's breath ever fill your sails. Oh, he gonna give me another migraine? Nah, we'll be alright. There it goes. There it goes. From eastern sea to eastern sky, the sacred sun ascends, and voices stir of wind, of waves, of ropes, of sails, of friends, who like the golden light of dawn that streams across the sea, set sunlight sail for foreign lands, may fortune follow thee. Her journey done, so sinks the sun below the western waves, and memories stir of friends of yore asleep in watery graves. Let not our voices rise in song disturb your endless sleep, but join us in our chorus, and you dream among the deep. excerpt from an ancient mariner's song, a prayer for the safe return of those who sail over the far horizon, and for the peace of those who sleep beneath those same eternal waves. The sea does swallow all in time. It concludes with a wish that the voices of those whose spirits are stirred in anticipation of new adventure reach the ears of those whose adventures ended too soon, that they might be united as one. A fitting sentiment for the rising, methinks. I agree entirely, wandering minstrel. And so I offer you my own heartfelt wish that even should your adventures carry you beyond the far-flung horizon of this wide world, we should meet once more in a 12 months' time and look up to the same sky together. You know, if I'm around, maybe we will. Maybe we will. Either way, 12 hours time, look up in the sky. And remember, that's the beauty of day and night. Nice! We did it, team! Seasonal event quest complete. You have unlocked the toy chest. Open the toy chest found in any inn room to play mini-games. Yo, didn't know that. Additionally, certain notable personages have been set in the frequent anchor yard this rising. Do the same, and you may be greeted with an unexpected encounter. Oh, interesting. Anchor yard. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and log out here. Good night, all. Thanks for joining me for this rising event. I definitely enjoyed it myself. Roxy, thanks for the heals earlier. And Wandering Minstrel, thanks for the song. Peace and chicken grease. I'm out.